Yes, people, welcome back to another video. John Sinclair TV back again. I've got Maisy, my usual Tuesday evening. Big up to Maisy.
Hey there, John. Thanks for having me on again.
No problems at all. No problems at all. And there's been a watch along last night between Newcastle and Arsenal. We'll talk about later on. We won by 2 goals and watch it on playback if you want to between me and Grace. And Grace has been absolutely fantastic. Second time we watch along, absolutely brilliant. And guys, if you like the video, like you see, then please thank you very much for watching my channel. Please hit the like button. And also, if you're new, hit the subscribe button as well. And if you like to super chat, and just click on the $sign. And if you'd like to become a latest member, then it's only 99p. Then the link is actually in the description. If you'd like to become a member, just click on that. And big up to Anne Woodhouse as well. She helped us out a bit. And she kind of click on that as well. So, yeah, we're going to talk about Erik Ten Hag. I mean, according to reports, he's pulled out the Caribbean holiday of his Ajax players, and he has technically resigned, and the work starts now at Old Trafford. And if you think that he's going to come in later, then United players birthing again, because this guy, I'm telling you, right, the players are going to be up for a culture shock once he rocks up Old Trafford.
Yeah, he means business. He's finished his season. He's technically not the Ajax manager anymore. So he's even said in his interview after the Ajax game, they said, "Oh, are you gonna go on your holiday?" He said, "No, I'm going to work." I know people are saying he's in Manchester and some people are saying he's not. I've heard 2 different things. One, that he's remotely working in the Netherlands. The other one is that he is in Manchester. I seen a picture. It looked like he was at Salford. So potentially he could be in Manchester. And he actually wants to live in the city centre of Manchester, which is, you wouldn't even think a Manchester United manager would do. Like, just chilling in town and you see Ten Hag. Oh, there's Ten Hag down the road over there. But yeah, he definitely does have a big test, and he is going to shake a lot of these players. We've already got 5 players projected to leave anyway, but he does mean business at the end of the day, and I do think that some of these players are not going to like it. And I think the ones who aren't going to like it the most will probably be already left, because I don't think one of them's going to be Pogba, another one's going to be Lingard. For me, are the 2 players who won't like it. But of course, I'm going to mention Rashford as another one who won't like it. Probably Ronaldo won't like being told what to do either. But even Ronaldo has said that he's happy. He wants to work with Ten Hag. He wants to get the best with Ten Hag. So he is willing to work with Ten Hag to get the best. So it's the matter as if the other players do decide to do that. But if they don't decide to do that, Ten Hag will drop players. He really doesn't care.
Quite rightly so. The new manager's going to come in, rock it up, right? Put a rocket in the backside, right? Or the arses at the end of the day. And let's be real, right? Some of these players are in for a cultural shock. And I think there might be prima donnas at Old Trafford. But let's be real, Maisy, right? I'm not going to lie. But if they don't like his regime, they don't like his training exercise or training methods, then I suggest they find another club, because you've got people like Paul Pogba. I've got to come to him in a bit, right? But I think that's a proper manager right there. Who's going to respond to him, right? And they're either enjoying his training, doing things differently, or you're out the door. Simple as that.
I think that's exactly what it is, to be honest. And I think he wants to show to the Manchester United players that he is the boss here at Manchester United. And this is the thing, what I have noticed a lot, especially since Sir Alex Ferguson, there's too much player power. And I think Ten Hag wants to get that removed, for one. I think Jose Mourinho tried to do that, but it just went, he done it the wrong way, let's just say, Jose Mourinho. I respect him so much as a manager, but sometimes his ego gets the better of him, and that can destroy Jose Mourinho at times.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you what, the way they took the mick out of Jose Mourinho, they're taking the pee. I'm telling you, the money got sacked. I'll tell you something now. Half of those players should have gone with him as well, because
I didn't want him sacked.
I didn't. If I was a United fan, right, I would not have had him sacked at all whatsoever. There's absolutely no way, because the bottom line is he's a world-class manager, And I'll tell you something now, right? I would not be surprised if he stayed at Roma, here in Roma, the Serie A title next season, because he's going to change things up. I can tell you that for now. But we've got some comments, by the way. Big up to the people in the chat, by the way. Thanks for coming. 23 people watching live. And I want to get 100 tonight if I can do it. And I want 100 likes too. So if you can do that, please help us out. If you're watching, hit those likes. I know 23 people watching. Hit the like button, please, if you can. And big up my guy to Brian. Hope you're okay. Brian, I'm early. So are you. And atmosphere last night, wow, for a finish 12th. We'll talk about it in a bit. Big up to Ronald, by the way. Big up to Brad, by the way. Big up, you're the real one in the cut. The real one in the cut. And you know what? Maisy likes you, by the way, as well. And
he knows I like him. He knows I like him. But here's a question for Brad. What do you think of Sean Longstaff?
Hey.
I want to know Brad's response in the chat because I think it was Sean Longstaff or Matty Longstaff he was talking about last week. I can't remember which one.
It was one of those two.
And I said he wasn't that good, and Brad wasn't happy with him.
Wow. I tell you what, he answered that question for you in a bit. If he's in the cut, there you go, Brad. There's your answer. Give the answer to Maisy. She's right here. Big up to you, Brad. Big up to Brian again. Yeah, Ten Hag is a beast, and I have to say too many divas in the Man U team. Absolutely. Big up to Lottie, by the way, and Lottie very highly rated on the chat as well and on the channel as well. Lottie, if you send us a link later, okay, I'll be on your show at 9 o'clock any sort of thing. So talk about last night's game. So don't forget to send us a link, pet, and I'll definitely be on tonight at 9 o'clock. So please check us out for that. Big up to Robert, by the way, and Maisy, your dad. I hope your dad is fantastic. And I think that's I could be a Facebook user. I'll be saying to you.
They're talking about you there, John. Don't worry. They're not talking about me. They're talking about you.
Exactly. I just got one from Foxy, by the way. I'm just thinking on Foxy. And no, actually, it's Paul Hills, by the way. John, you should concentrate more on Newcastle United instead of your second team, man. United Reds channel, then you may get a lot more YouTube subscribers, mate. Paul, I've got 2,500 subscribers for a reason, mate. Yeah, this is only once a week. Yeah, all my content's all Newcastle, right? But on a Tuesday, Maisy's always on my channel. Yeah, we talk about her team, my team, and the roundup as well. So it's a bit of mix as well. So on the end of the day, it's nice to mix things up every now and again. But you're right. What does Ten Hag means when he says time for change? Is he saying United fans should change to a different team? I have no idea.
No, mate. Foxy, don't do this to me.
If you're not careful, Foxy, she's going to call you Foxy the Red if you upset her, man.
I don't think Foxy will like that. Even though that is a nice ring to it, Foxy the Red. Foxy the Man United Red Star. Something like that. That might be nice. What do you think, Foxy? Yeah.
Wow. He's a good guy, Foxy. I like him, by the way. But going back to what Paul's comment again, you think I'm right? I mean, at the end of the day, it's nice to have a mixture once a week. Surely, I mean, if you think about it, Lee Goddard is our content also, right? And he does, he has Henry Wright on this channel, Spurs fan. He had Rants and Bants on a Monday or Tuesday, right? He's a United fan. And he has a Chelsea show and eat with 2 or 3 other Chelsea fans on this channel. So mixing it up, it's not too bad at all, yeah? But thanks so much for your
concerns. It's entirely up to you. Anyway, what you decide to do, it's your choice.
Absolutely.
I actually done something a bit different yesterday on my channel. I actually done a Barcelona women's show, and of course, with myself being a Man United fan, that was out of the box for myself as well.
Absolutely. Hashtag Barca, hashtag women's football, and you might get some Barca fans to subscribe to your channel as well. And big up to Luca, by the way. He's not a very happy bunny yesterday. I mean, he was. I watched a bit of his channel yesterday, and he's not a happy bunny. We love Luca, by the way, but he was right all along. He said they weren't going to beat us, and he was proved correct. How about us, Arsenal? How good did Newcastle look? We were fantastic. Congratulations on the win. Thank you so much, Luca. He's a top sportsmanship, by the way. Give him that. Big up to Niall. Great watch along. Yes, John also thought on that. They sure did. Absolutely. And then you got big up to Richard, Lottie, your boys took one hell of a beating. Yeah, absolutely. Longstaff. Let's be real. I mean, not being funny, right? With Longstaff. I mean, I'm not going to pack this guy up, sort of thing. Yeah, I still want him gone at the end of the season. Don't get us wrong. He did an assist yesterday. Yeah, and that was one of the few. But hey ho. My God. Now God, my rant yesterday, Jesus, classic Luca. I got to listen to it again. Man. And yeah,
I was in and out watching Luca's rant myself because I was on FIFA last night. So I do I'm doing a Marseille career mode, and I was in and out watching Luca's rant. It was hilarious.
Absolutely, man. Oh, it's class. Big up to Kieran, by the way. What a special night that was last night. The club really felt alive. It was unbelievable. Amanda hugging Bruno. We're going to talk about that in a bit, yeah? Those comments are going to comment about Ten Hag. Big up to Michael. Big up. Hope you came, my guy. Big up now again. Ten Hag needs to fix things up. He's going to make sure he controls the club. That's from Luca. Do you think Luca's right, by the way? Oh, he's got it. He has to.
You know what? Is absolutely correct in my opinion. For me, I do believe that he does want the control, and he's even said to Manchester United that if he doesn't have it like this, and this, he isn't going to be at the club. So he has put his own rules down before he even joined, and I do think that he wants to show that he is a strong leader, in my opinion. So. Yeah, I definitely agree with Luca's comment 1000%. And I think if he didn't think he was going to get control, he wouldn't have come.
Totally agree. I tell you what, they could have done Erik Ten Hag at Arsenal, by the way. And I tell you something, right? There would be any meltdowns as well. So big up again. And he's absolutely right, by the way. He's 100% right, Luke. He talks a lot of sense, that lad.
He does.
How old is Luca anyway? Don't me asking. He's only a young lad, isn't
he? Yeah. Luca, how old are you?
We need to know on that one there. Answer the question, by the way. Big up to Darren Deck Jonesy, DDJ, and hope you're okay. And I work with Darren, by the way. He's a great guy. He is a great guy. And I'm not can't read out. Sorry about that. Lee got a crazy man yesterday. His rant yesterday, similar to it. I watched his channel today, especially in the second half. And I tell you what, my God, if you listen to him, man, it's just pure good, by the way. Absolutely pure good. And this is why, right, they're so honest. I know people might not like him. Let's be real. But at the end of the day, what can I say, man? But it was hilarious. You either love or hate him, but it was hilarious, by the way. Thoughts on Man United being linked with Timber, De Jong, Anthony, name a few.
At the moment, we're linked to De Jong. In terms of De Jong, it's a 50-50. Timber looks like the most likely candidate, but I think he'll be playing as a right back. Yeah,
you need some players. I think Towns could definitely get a few from Ajax, by the way. If you get Anthony, I tell you what, that guy's a baller, man. He's absolutely brilliant. His left foot is absolutely fantastic. It really is. So skillful, so direct. And that's what we need. I love skillful wingers, by the way. I really, really do. And you're good, man. Thanks, Lucas. So are you, my guy. So are you. Lottie Brooks John's heart about Lee Goddard. I agree with Lottie. Wow. He said that the other night, by the way. He said it the other night as well, by the way. And Paqueta is in Newcastle. I've got to check it out in a bit. I'm not sure I'll check it out in a bit, but hey, I'm not going to get that one piped yet because unless he comes to the club yet, but excuse me, at a minute. We're going to wait and see on that one. It'd be nice to have him. I have no idea what you're talking about, but just look at me boy.
Talk about you. See, I told you.
He's my boy. It's my guy. My rant. Yeah. And there he goes. Lee Gunner, Kenny Ken, and Jez were all fuming and said it says it is, and also FTV can't believe Julian said he's playing Spurs eating a dodgy lasagna for lunch. I watched that as well. I'm glad Robbie stepped in, right, and told Julian a few home truths, by the way. Yeah. That guy, Julian, all right, I can't lie. Yeah. He loves to be optimistic, yeah. He does how good, but at the end of the day, he needs to speak the truth, man. He needs to say it how it is, yeah, because sometimes some of the things he says is absolutely incredible, man. Absolutely incredible. I mean, there's some of the guys at AFTV, let's be real, right? They just, they comes out a lot of shite. They really, really do. There's a guy called Shiroy, right? I think he talks a lot of sense. He's a new guy. Mm-hmm. He talks a lot of sense. I like Turkish, Dan Potts, and Lee Judges as well, by the way. Those three, for me, are the best out of them, sort of thing. But, I mean, talk about Paul Pogba. According to reports right, in Italy, his representatives is having talks going back to Juve on a free signing.
Yeah, and I can't wait to get rid of him.
Yeah, fair enough.
The day he goes, I will be absolutely buzzing because he is, for me, one of the most toxic players in the club. People say we won't win trophies without Paul Pogba. Has Paul Pogba won us the Premier League? What we want? No. Has Paul Pogba got us to a Champions League final? What we want? No. Paul Pogba has won 2 trophies at Manchester United. Yeah, well done. You've won 2 trophies, but he is not a good midfielder. He is lazy midfielder. He's had 2 injuries in 5 years under Juventus. How many has he? Guess how many he's had under Manchester United? Guess how many in 5 years?
Go on.
16 injuries.
Shocking, isn't it? He hardly gets any injuries.
He has no injuries in Juventus. Has 2 in 5 years, but he has 16 against us. In 2 seasons ago, in 38 games, he only made 8 appearances. Why would you want a midfielder like that? Do it around Bruno Fernandes. Work the team around him. If you work the team around him, you get quality wingers near him. You get a quality defensive midfielder around him. He will thrive again because Bruno thrives when they've got 2 good wingers alongside him. Pogba, right? I actually think Pogba was in the best midfield 3 post Sir Alex Ferguson, which is Pogba, Herrera, Matic. That for me was the best midfield 3 since Sir Alex. And he couldn't thrive there in that midfield. So what makes you think that if you bring in the likes of Declan Rice, if you bring in the likes of Calvin Phillips, for instance, or if you decide to go abroad and you get Tuka Mendy or something like that, a brilliant defensive midfielder, that he's going to thrive again? Because I don't think he will. He doesn't have the art at Man United, so he needs to go.
Absolutely, 100%. I mean, he hasn't done great, has he? He hasn't done that great at all, Pogba. Let's be real, because he's supposed to come back, making a difference for your team. Because players like him would have been one step away from winning you the title, and he's just taking a wholesale mick at your football club. He's more invested, right, social media, and making a fool out of himself as well. It's a shame. He's a class player, but come on, he didn't want to come back to United. Let's be real, and it's a shame. He should never have got him for the 80. Was it 80? How much did you pay for him? Was it 88 million, something like that?
Yeah, we paid 90 million or something for him. It was our record transfer signing.
I tell you what, you spend that money and you're going to get him away on the fee. Wow, unbelievable tech ass. And Nike and no Luca too far, Ribby. Frank Ribby is tired. He still has to learn a Tana. He'll definitely retire at the end of the season. I can guarantee that his team will win away from Serial Salvation.
He's not happy at the club that he's at, is he? On that, was it? He signed a 1-year deal on a free transfer. Is it?
Yeah, Salernitana.
Is it like was it a team what was dissolved and then they come back through or something like that? Like
no, he was at Fiorentina, right? And then he left Fiorentina and he moved to Salernitana on a fee, so his contract was up, so he went down on the fee. He's club captain, by the way. So and so he's done. I tell you what, I mean. You know, he's going to retire.
He's 39 though, isn't it? Like, even if, for example, he signed the 1-year deal again, he'll be retiring the next year. So I don't know. And especially reading the reports, he's not happy where he is. He's best off leaving his legacy because you remember him as like shortlisted for Ballon d'Or, one of the best wingers about at one point.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, he's got his contract up at the end of the season. He's at Salernitana now. He's made 22 appearances for Serie A team, scoring zero goals at the minute. So he's still there. But I think he's going to be gone at the end of the season anyway, yeah. But I wish him all the best of luck because he's been a legend for the French team and also for Bayern Munich. So this guy has been absolutely brilliant, so quick. And they got to Frank Ribéry. And I look out to was rubbish last night. Now says, John, do you believe that Newcastle will be better than Arsenal next season and challenge for 7th or higher? I tell you what, though, now I wouldn't put it past it, mate, because I tell you what, I'll give it 2 years and then we go above Arsenal, by the way. Judge what I've seen yesterday. as long as Mikel Arteta is there. And he's 28. He's 28 years old. Luka, 28. I never thought he looked 28. I thought he looked a bit young, by the way.
Yeah, he's got how you could say he's like the babyface assassin kind of face, hasn't he?
Yeah, Stanley, 28. Wow, big up, man, big up. And I know he looks good. He looks good. And let's hope he does his stuff on the socials. He's doing fantastic. Maisy with emojis. I said it back in Feb. Arsenal will bottle top 4 when it comes to March, April, May. Foxy, you're 100% right on
You're always right.
Frank Ribery's retired, though he hasn't. He still has to learn a talent at the end of the season. Doubles done a rant on FIFA 22. Big up to Geordie Robson. Mate, hope you're good. We're both fine. It's absolutely fine. We'll do Newcastle chat in a minute. And thoughts on this one. Thoughts on Dylan Levitt's future. Obviously been offered a contract in Man U. I know he's had a very successful and great season under the United. I mean, do you think he's going to get in the team in the first team?
No, you need to look at these players who are already on loan, minus James Gardner. You look at Chong, who's been on loan several times. And I look at the likes of Dylan, I look at the likes of Chong, and I think, where do these players truly fit in this Manchester United team? There isn't exactly... They're not crying out for the players to say, we need you back in Manchester United. And Gardner has actually been the only player for me where we have called out and said, we need this player back. I know some people have been saying it about Mengi, like, we need Mengi back. I don't know, I'm a bit debateful about Mengi at the moment, but in terms of Dylan and in terms of Chong, I think the best thing to do in terms of these two players, let them go, let them sign permanent contracts elsewhere, and let them be happy wherever they decide to be happy at, because I know Chong was absolutely loved by Birmingham, and Dylan's obviously loved by Dundee. So I think, to me, in my opinion, the best thing is to get rid of the players and let them thrive elsewhere. I think that would be the best thing for us to do as a club. And another thing, I don't know if you agree with this, but I hate it when a player has more than 3 loan deals. I feel like it should be a rule now. If you have more than 3 loan deals, you need to let them go, because it's not fair to keep loaning them, and putting them to teams where they could be going from League One to Championship, blah 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 blah, then losing them and then dropping back down. Just let them go, and if they want to sign them, for instance, the last team who loaned them out, you can have the first refusal, for instance.
I have to agree. I mean, if you said it right there, you got a problem. If you don't be successful after 3 loan deals, then there's something's got to be wrong at that club. Then you have to start the whole thing again. And we look at our players. We have players on loan. I mean, Elliot Anderson, right? I mean, he's just come back from Bristol Rovers, right? That guy got single-handedly gotten into 3rd place and promoted in League 2. And I want to see this guy playing the first team next season. I really do, because it could be the answer to Ryan Giggs. I'm not saying he's going to be better than Ryan Giggs, but you just never know. Never know. Because at the end of the day, right, I want to see young players progressing at our club and learn from them and come on and give a right goal. Houston further Carabao Cup games as well. It'll be a success. I'm telling you. I mean, I've got to watch out for this guy. He's amazing. And now, so force on Lucas saying that Norwich beat Spurs, then you'll drop the bombshell that you will. And Norwich strip live on stream should Norwich beat Spurs. Very unlikely to happen. I've got to say it now. I think Spurs to beat Norwich. Even if Spurs did not beat Norwich, which is going to be a rarity, I don't think Arsenal beat Everton. I really don't. I really don't think Arsenal will beat Everton. That's just my opinion, because I think Arsenal players are shell-shocked. Everton's going to be well up for that game. They're going to be well up for it. I think Jordan Pickford's going to have a peak of the game. It's going to have a game of his life, by the way. And I reckon J7 definitely turned taxi mode and dropped Lucas off at Greg's on the way back to Bruno. Oh, man. Oh, class. Keep those comments coming in, people. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button if you're new. And I've got 32 people watching live. The 32 people watching, please hit the like button first, yeah? And makes our channel great. I want our channel to be premium, all right, in months to come. And I want to get more views on the channel as well. Thoughts on these ongoing Aaron Hickey rumours? Saw a rumour column that Brentford are in front of the queue. I know he's been linked with also with Arsenal. Maybe Newcastle come the summer. Time will tell. I know Aaron Hickey was linked with Arsenal, yeah, and Newcastle's name, surprise, surprise, is linked as well. Now, if Brentford beat us and Arsenal to the push, yeah, I don't think Newcastle will be like worried. But to beat Arsenal to post to this player, I tell you something, that'd be embarrassing for Arsenal, by the way. Absolutely embarrassing, yeah? And that guy's going to be brilliant. I watch him and he plays for Bologna. He's absolutely brilliant. He really is. He can play left back, right back. He can play mid as well. This guy is a joy to watch. And he's only 19, by the way. He's been a success. Saw it at Zade Dalora. Pogba do great in teams. I saw it as a density like Man City, but Pogba in a circus team, which Man U has been the last 6-7 years, you will get exactly what he's been. He's not a leader.
Mm-hmm. He's not a leader. He's not. He really isn't. And at this point, I you know what? I actually didn't really want Pogba at the club. I always thought to myself, if Sir Alex gets rid of you, there's clearly something. And he's gone. He's come back. And I don't know. I probably is all paper top, but every time there's a situation, it always seems like him and a couple of different names are always involved.
Yeah, that's the thing. And you know what it is with Pogba, right? I mean, I don't want to cuss this guy, but his attitude is so wrong at Old Trafford. Doesn't set a good example at your football club at all whatsoever.
Yeah.
We'll be linked with him. And if he comes to Newcastle, right, I'll be disappointed because I don't want him at my football club at all whatsoever.
He hasn't scored at Old Trafford in over 3 seasons. He's been there 5 seasons. He hasn't scored at Old Trafford in 3.
Wow. That just tells the whole story, doesn't it? It really does. It really does. Southampton, Liverpool. Jurgen Klopp's making 9 changes, by the way. And again, he needs to win. He needs to win this game. Has he already given up on the title? I don't know, but one thing I would say, it'll be exciting. See what happens.
I'm actually going to be looking at this lineup right now. See what's what, because that 9 changes as well. That is absolutely mad, isn't it?
It's a madness.
Why would 9 changes, especially knowing that you've got to win the title? It's just, and he's gone for a 4-3-3 formation.
Yeah,
Salah's not playing. Harvey Elliott's. I don't know what he's doing there.
Wow.
I really don't know what he's doing. Wow.
Well, good luck with that.
And maybe it might be because of they played, didn't they? 120 minutes. A lot of the players. I know Salah's injured, but still, if you are wanting to win the title, so maybe the title isn't as important as you initially think, because Luis Diaz, he didn't play the full 90. He could have come on instead of Minamino. So Harvey Elliott is questionable. So is Milner. I'm not discrediting these players at all, but I just thought that potentially he would want to come out strong. I think Gomez is a good shout though. In terms of on the right hand side, I think he's been very good on the right.
Yeah, Sandy, can't lie, he's been excellent. So totally agree there. Big up to Robert, by the way. John, your opinion on Bruno Guimarães? I think he's going to be class. That guy is absolutely, he's an absolute stellar. I mean, stellar player, star boy. He is a star boy. People say ASM's a star boy. Yeah, he's not a star boy. This guy is, and this guy's going to be world class in. And my worry is, if Luka Modric decides to call it a day, I can guarantee you one thing. I can tell you now, the Real Madrid will become calling for this guy anyway. They're going to be after this guy like an absolute rash. I'm telling you that for now. And if Newcastle get linked to a Real Madrid player, I tell you something, right? They've got no chance of holding on to him. Absolutely no chance. Because once Real Madrid goes for a player, you must know to yourself, Ruud van Nistelrooy, right? Once a player comes for you, I tell you something, they will not stop. They always win. Every single time.
I think they could be losing though with Mbappe.
Say again?
They could be losing with Mbappe though.
Why's that?
That's because Mbappe potentially could be signing a contract extension with PSG.
That's good news, yeah. That's good news because at the end of the day, right, I think he wants to stay there. So he wants to win the Champions League with PSG and then he'll be a legend at the club. I don't think that'll happen.
With PSG, the way they run, they play, for one, the management isn't that good. I'm not discrediting Poch, but I mean, getting rid of your managers constantly, they're not having that chance to try and do it. Tuchel was the closest person to do it and sacked him. You look at as well, you've had brilliant managers. Are they saying Conte's going to do it? How, you don't know Conte's going to do it, and I just think with the players how they play, because they don't play like a team, it's going to be very hard for them to win the Champions League, in my opinion.
It's getting tougher and tougher and tougher every single year. I can't see PSG doing it, in my opinion. They're a dysfunctional team. They've got too many egos at the club, and it's not going to work at all whatsoever. Don't get us wrong, play some cracking stuff, but it's just so dysfunctional at that club. They just don't work as a team, and they get so frustrated when things goes against them as well. Like against Real Madrid, they should have closed the game down, by the way. They should have shut the game, and they didn't. They shouldn't. And by the way, they should have scored a lot more before they scored an open goal, but hey-ho. You're right. Hey, John, hope you're all Jules. I'm fine, mate. Calvin Phillips said he'll never join Man U, but only time will tell. John,
only time will tell.
Exactly. This
Remember
is what
Alan
now.
Smith?
Yes. Absolutely.
The season before he joined Man United, he said he'd never come to us. He said he will never come to us. He's a Leeds boy through and through. Season after, he's a Manchester United player.
Exactly.
Calvin, if you're watching this, please come.
Hey!
I've wanted this player for years. Anyone who knows me knows how much I like this player. How much I want him at the club. He will literally walk into that midfield. He'll literally walk into it.
Absolutely. First choice, name on the list. First name on the team sheet. Guys, don't forget to smash the like button for John. Great like number on a watch along. Can't remember how many likes he ended up with, John. 74, I think I ended up with yesterday. 74. But I wanted 100. I've still not done a good job. Forward to watching, John. Thank you very much. Big up Luca, by the way. Fantastic show. Thanks again, my guy. No way Tottenham will beat get beat against Norwich on Saturday to get top 4. I think Spurs to get top 4, to be fair. Correct, Luca. Turkish John's 100. I should get 100 every flipping sure. Just spotted Luke at my Greg. Getting a stick by Tony Loves Bridges. Bruno is class. I'm going to get a lot of stick now because I mentioned Madrid. Arsenal, no Champions League football. Arsenal, clown. Go and tell that to League God up, and the Latin Luke as well. Apparently, Pecker's on a plane in Newcastle. He's not going to sign for Newcastle, mate, yet. So just relax. Make sure you're subscribed to give me Luke out on this channel called This is Lucas Live. Great channel, everything Arsenal and the Maisy Devils United too. John, we won't lose Bruno. He loves it here. I mean, listen, I don't want to lose Bruno either. I want him here for 10 years. This guy is going to be our true legend. Brian, who do you think you are, man? Whole new year era and what they used to be. Spanish teams are skint. After looking on the road is 2K. Liga's just a flashy shite. How highly does Maisy rate Bruno Guimarães? Would she take him to the Man U's midfield?
I will take him in the Man United midfield. I think he's absolutely quality. He is a leader at Newcastle. I think in terms of Newcastle, him in that midfield 3, it was superb. Personally, I think in terms of any team in the Premier League, I would say that it'd probably get into 95% of them in their first team. I genuinely do believe that, and knowing that you've got him at a good age, the age of 24, he's going to hit his prime at Newcastle. So that is great signs for Newcastle for the future.
That's the best signing I've seen in a long time. Even Arsenal wanted them. They were often for a year or so, and we were picked to the post. We actually beat them. We beat them for Bruno, and we beat them last night as well. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, let's make that happen next season at the Emirates. Let's beat them and all. Ten Hag needs money to invest and make decisions. We need to back everything, even if it means keeping people like Lingard.
Lingard is going to stay regardless. He's
even
said that he will not have talks with Ten Hag. That is how done he is at Manchester United. And knowing that his brother's come out and said that, and a lot of Man United fans were happy that Lingard's given a comment to Mark Noble Mark Noble's a brilliant player. What he's done for West Ham, it's absolutely superb. But he wasn't happy that like Lingard didn't say anything about Mata and Matic, because they're leaving Manchester United. Said, well, these players have been at your club for 10 years. You played with them. Why are you not giving any good luck messages to your players who you're at the club with right now?
Yeah.
And you can understand frustrations of Manchester United fans with Lingard.
Yeah, I have to agree. I mean, look, I think he's done at United and Man U. Sorry, he's done at Man U, and I think he'll find a new club. In my opinion, I think he'll go abroad. I don't think he'll come to us. He's not going to West Ham. I think he'll go abroad. That's in my hunch, opinion, sort of thing. We'll just see. Big up to Paul and Billy from the Team Review, my guy. I think they're both in the cup, by the way. And by the way, Ryan, can you please subscribe to my channel, mate? Hit the subscribe button, mate. I think that's your first time on my channel as well. John, can you see Dean Henderson or Lingard and Calvin Phillips being linked to Newcastle? Now,
I want to talk about something.
Go for it.
I sent it you, didn't I, today?
Yes, you did. You did. 40 million quid, right? 40 million quid. I think they got the numbers wrong, by the way. I don't know who's done that.
I think it's because he's contracted till 2025, and knowing that he's still got 3 years left on his deal, Manchester United ain't gonna want to get rid of him easily. And I think I actually think that Ten Hag is going to want to keep him just based on his distribution. And I actually do think Dean Henderson, if he does stay, he's going to get more game time. And I think he will want to stay for the game time. In terms of what other players were mentioned on there, Manchester United wise, I don't know which ones were mentioned, but you can have them. But I want Mr. Calvin.
Mr. Calvin.
Yeah, I want him.
Mr. Calvin.
That's my nickname for him. He loves it. I love
Mr.
it.
Calvin. Will she see? I'll take him to Newcastle, by the way.
I will do anything to have this player. I will do anything for this player.
I'll tell you it'd be good for you. I'll tell you it'd be good for you for your team to replace him. Nicolas Pepe. You can have Nicolas Pepe. Any chance of that?
Pepe.
Yeah, I think he's on it. He could be on his way in the summer.
Nah, John.
No,
thank you. No.
You're not taking pets.
I might have to turn my camera off right now. I'm gonna have to cry in the corner. Don't say that name.
Wow, pet. We'll see. Big up to Peter Noel, by the way. Do subscribe to my channel, my guy. I think it's your first time. Could be wrong. Bruno seems to run the game for any positions he's playing in across the mid. Top level player. He certainly is. That guy is absolutely fantastic. He's a joy to watch and see. That pullback yesterday, right, for Callum Wilson's shot was absolutely amazing. And it just wasn't that far away when he found it over the top. That was a fantastic effort. That effort, did you say that effort from 40 yards? Callum Wilson for the halfway line. When it's going to the back of the net, man, and it just went past the post.
I actually like Callum Wilson. I do like him, but it's his injury record what does it. I think he's a good servant, but like you say, it is that injury. And if he wasn't injury prone, he would be banging a right load of goals for Newcastle, especially knowing that he's. I know St. Maximin hasn't been at his best, but you know that when he is on form, he's brilliant. And knowing that Bruno's in the midfield, Joe Linton, since moving to midfield, he has thrived. So you're looking at these players now who are thriving under Eddie Howe. Callum Wilson would absolutely have a goal. I think he will be easily banging in 10 goals.
Absolutely, without a doubt. We definitely need a striker still. I still could Callum Wilson, right? But he just kind of played 38 games. That's the thing. Callum Wilson, I definitely keep 110%. I think he's got 2 years left on his contract, by the way, as well. Has he got 2 years left on his contract? I think he has. But I tell you what, I think he's absolutely fantastic. He really is. I like his work rate as well. He is brilliant. I'm going to say, big up for John Fine. Bruno's off the stars level for best player, people. Absolutely. So true. Now I said, big up to Paul and Billy. Bruno, best son since Shearer. I have to agree. What's up, my good mate, John? Big up to you, Devils. He's my guy. And Maisy, absolutely fantastic. Great guy. What did you say? F4, Brian. Yeah, absolutely. And can you turn down your language, please, Brian, mate? Yeah. And I sure got 1 or 2 mods in there. They're sorted out, by the way. Bruno scoring that dagger was funny. I'll tell you what, he scored a second goal, which sealed the deal. Sealed the deal. And let's go on to this one as well. And I'm going to fly through this comments as well. We're going to talk about Newcastle, by the way. I can't lie. And everyone's saying about... let's get these comments up as well. Let's go for this one. That's the last one. Paul. I read that one, did I? Bruno would be perfect place for Modric. Hopefully he stays forever. But if not, at least we know we get an outrageous price, which will help means improving the squad. Win-win situation, really. And let's hope, excuse me, let's hope we don't sell Bruno. We want to keep Bruno for a long damn time, you know what I mean? Get the best years out of it, and then we'll be fine. Simple as that, but he's going nowhere. And we want Bruno, give us 300 billion or sell Stadio.
300 billion.
Big numbers, by the way. Big numbers.
You know what? You can have Maguire for a Kit Kat. If you give me a Kit Kat, you can have Maguire. What do you think about that one? Good deal.
Nah. No.
I want to. It's only a quid.
Wow. Bless you.
Smarties. What about Smarties?
Don't need it.
Smarties for Maguire.
I tell you what, Maisy, I'd rather have you. I'd rather have you all the way. on the fee, by the way. Everyone lost the fee. Lucas Paqueta's Newcastle for Bruno's wife's birthday, according to Twitter. Yeah, listen, let's not pipe up this guy yet. He hasn't done anything yet. So if we wait till it's confirmed that he's going to sign first, cool. Great for him yesterday over FC Paul. Did you hear Target say we know what he wants? It's up to the club now. Listen, end of the day, right? I mean, Eddie Howe, this is some people we want him, some people we don't, right? But at the end of the day, I heard reports saying that he could be going back to Villa and you're going to try and get this guy called Lodi. Let me be clear on this, right, people, right? People are saying that he's got a 22 million price tag, Lodi. They paid 22 million for this guy anyway. He's going to be a lot more than 22 million quid. This guy, I think Atletico Madrid will probably ask for 50 million for a left back because this guy is improved a lot at left back and he's absolutely brilliant, by the way.
Yeah.
Not you, Paul. Paul Hill is getting what you mean. Lingard was a bad example, but you still have to back him those shock decisions, like maybe selling Rashford or another big name player like Maguire. That's the right.
If you know what, I actually wouldn't be opposed if he was to sell Rashford because I actually can't see Rashford getting better anymore. He's been like this since 2020. I can't see him thriving again. Whatever decision Ten Hag makes, I will back. I'm always been one of them people. I will back my manager until it gets physically impossible. I can't back my manager, and I've only ever got to that point with Ole when that 5-0 loss against Liverpool. That was what done it for me because it's your rival. It's embarrassing. But in terms of other managers, I never wanted Jose to be sacked. I never wanted Louis van Gaal to get sacked. And this is the problem with Manchester United in the past. When they have sacked managers, I'm not saying Ole, but when they have sacked Jose, when they have sacked Van Gaal, they've sacked him when they've got a half-built team. So we need to be extremely careful with Ten Hag. Give the guy what he wants. Just give him what he wants, and I will be happy. I will be happy. Even if he decides, let's do a Maguire and Phil Jones partnership and put Lee Grant as a goalkeeper, I'll still back him. I'll think, Ten Hag, what you doing, my dude? But I'll still back him because he's my manager. You back your manager.
100%. This guy won't take any prisoners as well. And these players has been getting away with murder for way too long. Look at the way they treated Ralph around it. That is absolutely shocking, by the way. Disgraceful, man. And wouldn't pay 5 mil for Henderson. 20 plus better options and cheaper than him. I would not pay that sort of. I mean, end of the day, I wouldn't never pay 40 mil for Henderson. Way too much. I'll pay 40 million for my main on for AC Milan, by the way. That guy is an absolute stellar of a keeper, by the way. He's going to be the world's best keeper in a couple of years to come. Trust why I say that. I wouldn't want to go for Thomas Zakosha as well for Lazio as well. That keeper, he knows how to play the ball out from the back and he's a smart saver as well. I love that keeper, by the way. He's only 27 too. John Boy, you watching the final tomorrow? I am, but I'll not be cheering for that blue lot, I'm telling you. I'll be cheering for Frankfurt. Well, I hope they smash him. I really do. You know what I mean? But also here, is this true that if Rangers beat Eintracht Frankfurt, they go into the Champions League and Celtic play a playoff? Am I correct on that? It's only like that.
I actually don't have a clue. Reece will be better knowing that than me. But I'll be back in Rangers tomorrow. I'll be back in Rangers. You've got to back your British teams.
As a Celtic fan, you've got to be joking. You've got to be joking.
Come on, John. Come on.
I'd rather support you celebrating than supporting cheering for them lot. I'm telling you, I cannot cheer for that team.
Okay. So who would you rather back then? If you had to back out of Rangers or Sunderland, you could only back one team.
Oh, come on. I'm not answering that question.
Do it, John. Come on. Which one would you rather back? Rangers or Sunderland?
I'll support you, Maisy. You know why? Because you're the number one fan. So no chance. No. They can smash each other up for I know. And also looking forward to the madness of the end of Serie A. Rossoneri, Milan, they'll win away. They're winning the title, the Scudetto. Inter need to win. And if Inter win, Milan lose, then Inter wins the Scudetto. Yeah, the bottom of the table as well. Salernitana wins their game, they're staying up. And already Genoa's relegated, Venenzia's relegated. That means Cagliari.
John, you was right about the Champions League playoffs, by the way. They have to go into the Champions. If they win the Europa League, they will have to play in the Champions League playoffs, even though they've won the Europa.
Celtic won. Often that's shocking.
Yeah, Rangers still have to win.
Rangers go straight in. Rangers go straight in.
They should be automatic. They should be automatic.
I think that's an absolute joke. That can you imagine Celtic have to play a top Spanish club, right, for the playoffs and the fourth qualifying the playoffs? I think that's shocking. And I tell you what, right, if I was Celtic, I'll sue FIFA for that. By the way, I'll sue for every single flipping penny. I think that's shocking. This is no wonder. Come on, Eintracht, do the business tomorrow. You've got good players there. Don't let us down there. I think that'd be embarrassing, man. And that is absolutely shocking, that, man. I'm at a loss there. I'm at an absolute loss. Anyway, let's move swiftly on, by the way, because I'm just going to get his contact.
Oh, Luca, come on, man. Why are you doing that to me? Why?
I'll read the comments, by the way. If I don't read the comments, by the way, I'll do sorry. I'm sorry about this, by the way, but it's a StreamYard. I'm not a StreamYard fan at all whatsoever. So I don't read your comments. I do apologise. I love watching Bruno. I rate him highly, and just for you getting him. All due respect, he's been a revelation for you. He has indeed. Thank you so much. Ten Hag's only proven in Holland, but we'll be interested to see what he can do. Jordi Cruyff was early reputed in Holland, but he moved to Barcelona, and look what he did to Barca over the years. He's been an absolute legend. So you never know. Bruno was having a great game, but you just know he had to score that goal and make Arsenal fans go crazy. Oh my God, they were crazy, Baleares. Big up to Devils Lisa game. A Kit Kat. I love Kit Kat, by the way.
Kit Kat's nice.
Where's Tony tonight? Tony the Red tonight.
I haven't seen Tony for a while, and I'm getting upset now. Tony, why are you doing this to me?
Oh no, I think it's gone hide because you know you're here, sort of thing. If he comes out, sort of thing, that'd be fantastic. You know, I like the reactions of the Arsenal fans to that goal. It was hilarious. These hopefully big differs loose and neat. You can have Maguire for a pack of crisps on a fiver, and just go for.
That's actually an upgrade compared to the Kit Kat. Actually, I might tell you that. What bag of crisps are you offering? By the way, if it's prawn cocktail walkers, I'll accept. It is my handshake, by the way.
Yeah. Wow. Absolutely. I do love Chris, by the way, but I can't have that in a minute. Ideally, want to keep Bruno forever, but it's levels. At the minute, Real Madrid are in the Champions League, and we aren't even in Europe yet. Listen, Fox, don't give him too many clues away, mate. Right? Keep it quiet, because Real Madrid will be listening to that one, by the way. 2 each, and that's in Palace and Man U. And 91 Palace 2. Johnny, any news who's been linked to Newcastle or has been quiet today, mate? We've been linked to Paqueta. We've been linked to Dean Henderson, yeah. And as far as I know, that is it. And Darwin Núñez could be going on the cheap from around about 50 million quid, according to reports, by the way. All this 75, 80 million nonsense is pie in the sky. Benfica's never, ever going to get 80 million for this guy at all. Not after just one season in the Portuguese league, let's be real. But I tell you what, he'll probably go to a top club, by the way, and he'll definitely be in Benfica at the end of the season. I think we'll sign a similar style of striker to Wilson and Sergio, maybe a younger player. Then we can keep the same style of play, sharpish through the lines, but we'll also have Wood as a big big target man. And if you need to change things up, absolutely. Man, spot on regarding managers and players. Man U 1, Palace 1. Rashford needs to reach the French league or Italian league. I tell you what, follow Tammy Abraham's move and play in the Italian league markers. After you do that, there, mate. And then ran to win. Rags talking to Foxy. And Rashford just cannot be asked to do anything. No players bigger than the club. That's absolutely right. Totally agree there. Foxy comment. He's right. He's correct. Let's be real. Maitland will be at Man U down the line. I hope he comes to Newcastle, man. I really do. I love that keeper. Whoever's saying Rangers, this is correct. I feel that's shocking. Go on, Eintracht. Go on, Eintracht. Get some Frankfurt sausages. I'll get some Frankfurt sausages tomorrow and celebrate with them as well. Yes, Ash. Yes, big up to you, Ash. Big up fit. Let's say Arsenal Europa League. We got Super Mega Tata. You didn't say that much the last week, didn't they? Shut up, Luke. If you had 130 million on transfers, would anyone pay that much for a keeper? I thought on the budget next season. Sure, not now. Definitely not. Definitely not. And Wilson's 20 goal season striker without all the injuries. Shame he has to sign and weekly. That's the thing. I love Callum Barloway. Rangers, shut up. Yes, Rangers talk about the Champions League Celtic players. It's only fair to Rangers. We were European champions. I wonder if Rangers must have slept to FIFA, made love to them as well, just to get that sort of thing. I don't know. And wow, they're not beat. I mean, I hope Frankfurt smash them tomorrow. I really do. Celtic do another Brexit, even to Jordan.
I actually wonder who will leave Europe faster out of Celtic and Arsenal. Oh, that's a good one, actually. Who will leave the European football quicker out of Arsenal and Celtic?
Yeah. I tell you what, Arsenal fans are spitting mad as well. Spitting mad. Would you consider Martial at Newcastle around 40 million quid? Not a chance, mate. I wouldn't have him yet. I would not have him at all. He's too inconsistent, man. Too inconsistent. That is the thing.
Yeah.
And let's have a look at this one as well. Tell you what, all these people gasping saying about Rangers as well as if you're getting
that is a horrible question there of Kieran.
Who is just for Everton or Sunderland? Neither, mate. Absolutely neither. Rangers will be a top seeded team as well if they win. They'd be straight in Group 1. That'd be embarrassing, by the way. That'd be so embarrassing.
And you know what, as well, Rangers is for me a Champions League team. The way they play, they deserve Champions League football. When you look at some of them teams who are in the Champions League, you look at. I'm not obviously going to discredit these teams, but you look at the likes of Sharif, for instance. Then you look how Rangers play, and you think how I know obviously it's all this crap in the background, but when you've got teams like Sharif getting into the Champions League, but not teams like Rangers, it's disgusting.
Oh, I kind of agree there. Rangers are a much, much bigger club than Sharif.
Their pressing football is one of the best pressing football I've watched. They're absolutely brilliant in terms of pressing football, Rangers.
Do you think they beat Frankfurt tomorrow then?
You know what? I actually do think they will. I actually predict them to go to the semi-finals. But I actually think they will win the Europa League tomorrow. I think they will.
Oh, I hope you're wrong. I do
John,
not like that.
I'm hardly wrong. I
do not like that. Celtic go straight to the group stages. Rangers, if they win tomorrow, need a playoffs to get in the Champions League group stage. I'm correct. Wow. Deary me. Rangers to win 2-0. Seeing Rangers win Arsenal. Wagner, I think I missed Geordie's comments, by the way. And look at that. If you don't get Champions League next season, you won't look back and think you could have won 6 Champions League with Madrid. And now you're wrong. John, you're talking rubbish. Really? It's not shocking for the simple reason. Rangers won the Europa League. They deserve Champions League. Celtic won the Farmers League. There's a difference. Well, Celtic won the league. They should come straight in, right?
The Champions
and Rangers
League.
wins
and that's
it.
right.
And Rangers should go in the Champions. If they win, to be fair, they should be in the Champions League as well. So I'm
the
being
Champions
nice
League does not justify the champions. People who should be in the Champions League should be the champions of who win every league in Europe. So Celtic should be in there. Man City should be in there. AC should be in there. PSG should be in there. Real Madrid should be in there. And I know I said this on the last show. I've said it on Luca's live chat as well. But it shouldn't be about top 4 teams, because it just stops the teams from trying, like Manchester United, to think, oh, okay, doesn't matter how we play. We could play absolutely crap there, but as long as we get into top 4 and secure Champions League, that's what matters. But I want to say something, and I wish Ravi was here. But Southampton has scored.
They scored.
It's 1-0 Southampton. Come on, Southampton.
Wow. I tell you what, though, it's looking good for Manchester City at the minute, isn't it? Wow.
Absolutely perfect. Everything is perfecto.
Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely. Perfecto. John Bay, what's Grace's last name? That last you had on last week is Thompson. And do go to socials G_ThompsonX. It's socials as well. If they win Europa League, they go straight into top six of Champions League stage group or stage draw. If they lose, they're in the Champions qualifiers, not straight in. That's the difference. I understand now, mate. I understand. Wouldn't you say shock yourself to win Europa and get the Champions League to win the SPL? Mate, I wouldn't. No, because if you win the league, you should get in the Champions League. And that's
exactly.
clear.
And I agree with that.
And if Celtic won the Europa League, then they should get in the Champions League as well, because they won the Europa League. That's the rule. Simple as that. So it is what it is. So great response, but we get there. And just confirm as well. I was talking about last night's game, Newcastle's game against we beat Arsenal by 2-0. Do you deserve to win by 2-0?
You played absolutely brilliant, and you know what? You deserved more goals than what you had. You did score. You really did. Bruno was outstanding. Callum Wilson was great. Joe Linton, he has shown why he is Newcastle's player of the season in yesterday's game.
100%.
And is it? Am I pronouncing it right? Kraft?
Emil Kraft.
Yeah.
Emil Kraft.
Absolutely brilliant. He was my man of the match watching the game.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think Kraft is getting better and better and better right back. I really do. I was not as fan when he first came, when he Ocean belonged there. He was just bang average. But this guy, let's be real, he defends properly. He's concentrating a lot more. And let's be real, I think he's been absolutely fantastic.
Do you think that the Trippier signing has put some fire up his bum? Like, because you know what Trippier is? He's a La Liga winner. He was considered a great player at Spurs. He was in Champions League football. He's probably, for me, one of the first names in England in their squad when we do go to the World Cup and the Euros. So I feel like for me in particular, I don't know if you agree, but that Trippier signing is what made him think, wow, I need to buckle my ideas here. And he's shown his worth when Trippier got injured.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he has stepped up. Since Trippier came in, he has stepped up. Absolutely stepped up. But the problem is, why did he not step up before Trippier came in? That is the thing. Why is he not showing us that in future, in the years before, months ago? And then we would have to diss Emil Kraft sort of thing. But listen.
That's the thing, though. Sometimes it takes for competition for you to really show your true potential, because you look at for instance, Luke Shaw at Manchester United last season. Yeah. Before last season, I was saying Luke Shaw needs to go. He is not Manchester United quality. Yes, he was good before he broke his leg, but he's not the same player. He needs to move on. Last season, he was outstanding, and for me, he was the best left back in the league, in my personal opinion, and he got as good as scoring in the Euros final for England, and that for me is because of Telles, because Telles was highly rated left back at Porto, and he was scoring the penalties, he was scoring free kicks, corners, blah 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 blah. And I think that helped Luke Shaw get that little bit of fire up his bum to think, if I don't buckle my ideas, I'm going to be dropped. And with how Luke Shaw played, he was an undroppable player. And a bit more of an update with the Liverpool game, Firmino had a goal offside.
Sums it. That's fair enough. That's fair comments. Definitely the left back as well. Let's be real. For us, we're winning by a goal to nil, by the way. He's just scored. And that's 3-1 I could get, by the way. I can't see Sheffield United come back anyway. Big up to now, by the way. Take Tammy Abraham. Would you take Tammy off Roma? I would, yes. But he's going to stay another season in Rome capital, and it's Italian capital. Would love the Rangers win the Europa League. I really would, just for you, John. Fair enough. If you want Rangers to win the Europa League, cool. Arteta. A question for John. Where do you see Eddie Howe strengthening in the summer, and what is the expected outgoings for the club? For me, it's going to have to be everywhere. I can't lie. Yeah, need to improve the squad every season, yeah. And according to George Colkin, the most reliable North East journalist, by the way, he is a proper journalist, by the way, right? I ain't going to lie. We talk about 80 million quid plus player sales as well. So that's how much he's going to get as well. But we definitely need a striker, number one. We definitely need wingers as well. You could do another midfielder, a left back. We definitely need another centre back as well. And we definitely need a goalkeeper as well. That could actually play the ball out from the back.
Goalkeeper, definitely. If I was Newcastle and I could only pick 3 areas to strengthen, I would pick a striker, a goalkeeper, and I'd also pick a centre-back, because I think you need another centre-back, in my opinion.
Fair enough. Absolutely, we need to. We are going to be challenging for the top 6, 7 in future years. Happy for season. Whoever wins the Europa League gets in Champions League. That's fair enough. So talking utter nonsense. Well, whoever finish the top of the table goes straight through. Smash Dortmund, Hammer Belgrade, who made the Braga, home with Leipzig. Rangers are a strong European side. Yeah, fair enough. Bigotton, by the way, winning those teams. Scotland's best side in Europe since 2008.
Yeah.
Okay? And but John, that's the rule. If you win the Europa League and you get automatic players in a way, just like when Chelsea won the Champions League versus Bayern and Spurs were in 4th, I can remember that, missed out Champions League, drop into Europa League. Well, I have to go by the rules then. I have to go by the rules. I can remember that as well, by the way. Spurs are absolutely gutted. Harry Redknapp was absolutely gutted as well. John, you had to pick which goalkeeper between John, and I'm not going to answer that question, by the way. Thanks very much indeed. I remember the days, they rock up the Etihad with Lingard, James Rashford, and the midfield Fred and Maguire. Then they're off and back.
It was funny though, because Dan James has won more Manchester derbies at the Etihad than Pep Guardiola.
Yeah.
How crazy is that stat? Dan James has won more Manchester derbies than Pep Guardiola at the Etihad ground.
That's unbelievable, isn't it? That's unbelievable, man. That's a kind of madness, by the way.
I am going to live down that stat as long as I can.
Hey. Wow. Kamada be a big fifth for Frankfurt tomorrow. I agree. Absolutely. I can't believe that stat. I didn't even know that as well, but I do now. Dan just won more derbies at the Etihad than Pep. Wow. Liverpool go down already. John, yep, that one. It's because Rangers eliminated in Champions League qualifier. Sheriff had to go through more qualifier rounds to beat Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. That's one of the biggest shocks in Champions League history, by the way. Sheriff beating Madrid. I think it's 2-0, by the way. Oh, and Real Madrid's in the final. 2-0. I think it's 2-0. No, when Sheriff beat Real Madrid.
Oh, yeah. They was one of the only teams who actually beat Real Madrid in the Champions League, actually. Yeah, I think it was like they'd start the season, but Real Madrid wasn't even that good in terms of form. It was absolutely shocking. And I think people were questioning Ancelotti, but he picked his form up.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree there. Maisy, hardly wrong. Yep, she's a Man U fan, all right. Good show, folks. Season after season, Europa League winners, getting Champions League winners in countries like Scotland, Wales, Finland have to go through a qualifying round. This season also confirms that going forward, Scotland will have 2 Champions League places, very competitive to win the title going forward. And they've got so many comments, by the way. If you look, remember, hit the numbers button, so it's only 99p. Geordie, as of the season, our one league winner does go in automatic. John, big up to Hernandez for that goal for AC Milan, proper left back. He is a proper left back. That guy is absolutely brilliant. I can't lie. What a night last night, John. Unbelievable, Jeff. That atmosphere was probably electric. We can build a fortress at St. James Park next season. Let's hope that is the case. And if I don't read the comments out, I do apologise, by the way. 1-0 to Forest. I think I read that. Luke's for Creta on Tyneside, some party Bruno's house. So hopefully Eddie is has popped around for a copper chat about coming to Johnson in the summer. He would be a great left back for Newcastle to replace Target. Championship playoff winners, I reckon Forest will come back up for the Premier League. Will be a decent match next season. I think it'll be great football. Big up Bill Duff, by the way. Team Messi is heading into Miami after the 2023 season. He's going to move over there. Beckham's going to give him 35% ownership as part of the deal.
Wow, mad. Absolutely
Mad.
mad.
They got Gonzalo Higuain there as well, by the way. And yeah, he's playing that.
It's 1-1 now with Liverpool versus Southampton.
Oh, bless you. Not good. Not good.
Not good. I don't want Liverpool to win the league.
No.
No one wants
They will
it.
win it. No. I tell you what, though, if I don't read your comments out, I do apologise, by the way, people, because let's be real, this is playing up this stupid stream yard as well. Back again, Luke also in the finals, championship players, fast our goal up as well, 3-1 up on aggregate, and welcome back, Luke. We missed you. Just a 5 as well. Do apologise. Here for 9 for Newcastle. And go back to what it says. Saw George Colkin, Chris Wall walking down the steps of Sir Bob's statue last night. Big up to George, big up to Chris, by the way. I tried to get one of those on my channel, by the way. John, you should 100% sing the song, Lunchtime song. No, I would not sing that song. I'd rather sing that Mikel Arteta song rather than singing that.
Does that mean you're going to sing the Mikel Arteta song?
I'd rather sing that rather than John Ludestrom.
Luca likes the Ella Toon song, so you'll have to get Luca on to sing the Ella Toon song.
Yeah, absolutely. Because Super Eddie Howe, Saka what needs. John, you're on with the biggest Man U fan on the net. You want to add a lot of tune. Ask Maisy how important Street is. Don't want to move half the team out and bring 12 new guys in. You're on the biggest Man U fan on the net, and Maisy's the biggest one on the net as well. You want to add a lot to ask Maisy how important chemistry is. It's important in the team, isn't it? You have to have good chemistry in the team. If you don't,
you do. It doesn't matter on how much you spend on the team. You've seen that. If you work together as a team, you can win trophies. You look at that Leicester team who won the Premier League. That team cost hardly anything. You look at this Rangers team at the moment, they cost hardly anything. But it's the chemistry what works more than anything. The absolute... When you have got a team that works and you're solid as an overall team, it does not matter whatsoever on the price. And it clearly shows commercial signs in anything.
Absolutely. Totally agree. Isak to score against Arsenal. Big Isak. He plays associate dad, doesn't he? As well. I know you haven't got long to go. Stay another 5 minutes and then we can just wrap up as well. And going back to Newcastle quickly. I mean, a lot of people are saying that they're going to be a force next season. Yeah, probably getting the top 6, top 7. Can we get top 6, 7 next season?
It's a tough one because
we're not ready.
It's not just about how Newcastle play. It's also about how the other teams perform as well. If you were getting the likes of Wolves, if they strengthen, because they're brilliant defensively, if they got a couple of goal scorers, they could be competing. You look at West Ham, if they fix up defensively to get their Antonio back up, which is rumoured, they could be competing. You look at you already know who be competing, like City, Liverpool, Chelsea is already going to be competing anyways. But Manchester United, they could be potentially competing for the top 7. Arsenal, depending on how everything goes, because they competed this season, they could compete again next season. Same with Spurs if Conte gets fully back. So I think it's going to be quite a competitive season next season, in my opinion. If I was Newcastle, I wouldn't be disappointed if you didn't get top 7. But I think you should be definitely at least aiming for top 10. And then next season, perhaps maybe look at getting the top 7.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd take
not
top
next
7
season, as in next season, coming the season.
Season
after,
up. Yeah. It'd be nice though, wouldn't it? It'd be nice, but
yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be a real nice achievement. But I always say you've got to walk before you can run.
Absolutely, totally agree. It depends if you start quickly. If you start well, then you never know. It's always not always the best players. It's the right players. She's right. It's the right. Absolutely, totally agree. It's got to be the right players who want to play for the badge first, and the fans remember yells at the back of your shirt. During the Burnley preview, mate, I am indeed. I think if you keep your eyes peeled for that, it could be on a Saturday. because I've gone on your channel on Friday, am I? 6:45.
Yes, you are on my channel on Friday, which I'm looking forward to.
Me too.
Can't wait.
Me too. Talk about it in a bit in time. Isaac Stock for me needs someone better. Newcastle will finish ahead of us next season. I hope that is truly the case. Hard work will beat talent. Absolutely. Talent doesn't work hard. Exactly. 100%. Absolutely. System plays in the right way and makes the team effective and stronger. Totally agree. I personally don't think Arsenal will repeat what they did. They will finish 7th. Newcastle will finish 6th. Newcastle's the 7th. Newcastle here for 9th. Strong push. Just fell short.
I agree with that one. I think it'll be about 8th or 9th. But if you get 10th, I still think it's a good achievement for you. But I wouldn't. If I was Newcastle fans, as much as you would love it, I wouldn't be too disappointed if you didn't get the top 7. Like, if you got it, amazing. But if you don't be too disappointed about it, because compared to this season, 10th place is still an improvement.
Do you think the owners will settle for 10th though? If you're going to spend a lot of money, you spend 93 million quid, supposed to spend another 150 in the summer, right?
This is the thing, though.
They need Eddie Howe be under pressure, because I've got a mate who supports Tottenham, and he said that if he spends that sort of money, he's got to get us top 8. If he doesn't, he thinks he's going to be under huge pressure.
I think he probably will be under huge pressure, but under the same breath, I think that from what I'm seeing with the owners, they are wanting to put the investment in, and I think they will back Eddie Howe. So I think that if he does fall short next season, I think he may potentially have one more season, because he's coming half of this season, next season. So next season will be his full first season. So you can never. I wouldn't write someone off on the first full season. You've got to give him time. It doesn't matter how much you spend. You've got to give the manager time, especially knowing that he's come from Bournemouth to Newcastle. Yeah. It's a massive step, even for Eddie Howe. I know he's, of course, been in the Premier League before under Bournemouth, but he's not playing relegation football. He is playing mid-table football. So that in itself is still a challenge for Eddie Howe. So I think they just need to give him patience.
I'm with you all the way. Patience is key. Patience is key.
I always say that. Patience is key.
Absolutely. You're going to wrap up there as well, but you got Palace on Monday?
We have Palace on last day of the season, so that's Sunday, yeah.
And that's what is that? 2:00 kickoff or is it 4:00?
I think everyone's is kicking off at 4. They all kick off at the same time, last day of the season.
Fantastic stuff. What's predictions going to be for that game against Palace? Ooh.
2-1 United.
I say 2-1 United as well, by the way. I can't lie, but I think they step up. And before I let you go, where do you think where you can find your socials there? Because you're going to wrap up now. You've got something coming as well.
You can find me on my YouTube channel, which is Devils United. I do content for Manchester United, both on men and women's football. I did a Barcelona preview yesterday, which was a little bit different, a bit out of my comfort zone. But I do neutral content with John as well. We will be getting our transfer shows back, because I think that our transfer shows worked very well in January. So we'll get them back when it comes near to the transfer window as well. And I'll be doing the Euro content too, doing some vlogs, doing some as many watch-alongs as I can. I'll be really knackered. But that's where you can find me, Devils United. I'm going live at 8:30. I'll be doing a preview with Rich from Eagle Eye Football for a preview for Palace.
He's very good, Richard. He's very good.
I love Rich.
He's absolutely excellent sort of thing. I've been on the channel as well, if I remember seriously right. They were brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. And I'm going to try and get a Burnley fan to go on my match preview with. I'm going to try and get Grace on as well if I can. So I'm definitely going to talk to her as well.
You should speak to Dan from Turfmoor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm going to get him on, so I'm going to get him as well. I'm going to talk to him as well. So that'd be fantastic. So I've just got to send a DM as he wants to come on. That'd be amazing. So we'll go for that. And guys, thanks for coming on. And by the way, I'm really backstage. And if you'd like to like my channel, then please do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well. It's John Sinclair TV. Click on that, click on subscribe, and then you are subscribed. If you'd like to become a member, click on the link in the description as well. And it's in there. It's 99p. And this is vested there between Forest and Sheffield United. Oh, they're all at it. They're all at it. Check out in a minute, by the way. And if you'd like to super chat, then click on the $sign as well. So, or taste there, by the way. We haven't got no time for that as well. Just a few more comments as well. BL Duff as well. Insignia Napoli starts at Toronto FC over here next week. What do you guys think of him? He is an excellent player. He is an excellent player. He can run. He can loves to dribble. He's got a great shot on him. If he gets penalties, let him take the penalty. He's fantastic. Free kicks, fantastic. Set pieces. This guy's a canny winger. And I love Lorenzo Insigne. Sort of say good luck to him. Wish Lorenzo all the best. And he's going to be a massive Mr. Napoli battle with. But hey ho, and look after him. He is fantastic. 4-year deal, I believe it is. And good luck. Speak to Dan John Twitter. I'll be up there. We'll chat to him in a bit. Insigne is brilliant, but crazy career move. That is another thing as well. He should have stayed. He should have basically come to the Premier League if he wanted to come. Give it a go. He'd be fantastic.
Yeah, that kind of play needs a challenge, and
he does.
The Premier League would have been a good shout for him. Don't know what team he would have personally gone for, but I think the Premier League for me is when you do really see if how good a player is.
Absolutely, well said. And this is Messi. You got to check her on half time. And I love Insigne, by the way. He's a Italian legend, Napoli legend, and the fans are going to miss him. I think people are in tears already. Great show. Thanks, Luke. I really appreciate that. We'll be competing like the Wolves, Leicester, West Ham, except next season. In my opinion, no one, including our fans, expects to be transferred to Leicester City and Pool soon. Awesome show, you pair. Thanks so much. Guys, going to wrap up there. Quick word to Maisy backstage. Thank you very much for coming on. I should just go back to my fans forum. Check us out for that. I really appreciate it. Go on, get one more as well. There you go. Loves the Italian stars. They sure do. Thanks for coming on. I'm just going to wrap it up. I'm out of here.